guys, it's Adrienne and I am here today in sunny Florida. Just kidding, it's like cloudy and raining and cold. It's not cold. Today I am going to be showing you guys how I edit my Instagram photos and also some tips and tricks and life hacks for making your photos pop so that you get higher engagement on them, higher likes, followers, and comments. That's engagement. Sweet, this like air fan thing just went on, so the audio is probably going to be just fantastic. But before we dive into the video, you guys are probably wondering, but Adrienne, why on earth are you wearing an apron right now? Why are you doing it? Well, I'm gonna tell you. So as you guys know, I would not be sitting here right now doing what I do if it weren't for my lovely sponsors. And so today I'm gonna give a huge thank you to the sponsor of this video, which is HelloFresh. If you guys don't know what HelloFresh is, it is a meal kit delivery service that makes cooking easy, fun, and convenient. As you guys probably know by now, I suck at cooking and honestly just don't really like it that much. Not only that, but I've been insecure about my eating habits for as long as I've lived on my own, and I knew that I needed to make a big lifestyle change. So HelloFresh graciously sent me a free package right to my door full of step-by-step instructions, recipes, and the ingredients needed to make meals all week long. I was legitimately so excited about this because I've been trying to do meal prep for so long and it's just so hard. So they gave me everything I needed, and my roommate and I basically cooked everything in like 2 seconds, hence why there's no footage of me cooking it because I was like too excited to eat it all. So HelloFresh currently offers a classic box, a veggie box, and they will soon be offering a family box. You can order 3, 4, or 5 different meals per week that are designed to feed 2 or 4 people, so it's awesome. So for all of you who are also ready to get your eating habits on track and skip the trips to the store, skip the planning, all you need to do to get $35 off of your first delivery is go to HelloFresh.com and use the promo code Adrienne. The info will be right here and also down in the description box, so be sure to check it out and you'll get an awesome discount. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the video, and I might take off this apron. So the first thing I like to decide when I'm choosing a picture to Instagram is whether it's a busy photo or a not busy photo. I like to rotate my feed pretty much every other one, a photo being busy and a photo being not busy. Those aren't very like technical terms, but that's just what I use to describe it. So I'll show you an example. For example, this is what I would call a busy photo. There's a lot going on, a lot of textures, a lot of patterns, not so many colors, but just a lot is happening. Whereas on the other hand, this is an example of what I would call a not so busy photo. I really like the look of rotating every other photo on your Instagram feed because I just think that it looks very clean and organized. So yeah. So the first program that I like to open up is VSCOcam. VSCOcam, VSCOcam, whatever the heck you call it, that is the first program I use. So I'm gonna open that up. As you can see, these are all pictures that I've either Instagrammed or I'm waiting to Instagram. So first I'm gonna show you what I would do to a quote unquote busy photo. This photo is of my lovely breakfast that I had in North Carolina with Morgan. So first I open VSCOcam, and the very first thing that I like to do is pick a filter. Now, I've gone through phases of using a filter and not using a filter, and overall, I actually really do like the look of the filters from VSCOcam on these photos. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one. I usually don't go through all of them, especially with this photo. There's already a lot of colors going on, so I don't necessarily want it to be super saturated. Typically, my favorite filters are either C1 or F2. As you can see in this photo, C1 is very saturated because it already has a bunch of colors going on, and F2 is a little more faded, so I think I might choose F2 for this photo. Another filter I really like are the HB1 and HB2, but for this photo, not so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on the F2, and you can tone it down a little bit, but normally I leave it at the top. The next thing I'm going to do is go to the other settings. Typically I like to increase the brightness by 1 and increase the contrast by 1. The next thing I always do is sharpen the photo. I usually sharpen it to about 4 or 5 just to give it that crisp, clean look. The next thing that I would normally do is saturate it just a little bit. Then I'm gonna save that, and the next thing I'm going to do is save that to my camera roll. The next thing I'm gonna do is open up the app called Facetune. Now, a lot of people use Facetune for making themselves look skinnier or bigger or whatever, and I personally do not. I don't wanna look fake on social media. I don't think that'll help you guys get likes and followers and engagement, but what helps is the coloring and what pops out. So something that I like to do on Facetune is go ahead and open up your photo. Now, my favorite thing to do on Facetune is use the details feature to make certain parts of the photo pop out. I actually learned this from Janine like years ago, and it works. So I know you won't be able to tell that much while I'm doing it, but for example, I want to make the bagel bits stand out and maybe the coffee in the background, but everything else I want to just be subtle, not necessarily blurry, but I don't want it to pop out as much as the food. Basically, I just added the details tool all around the food, the bagel, and the coffee in the background, and bam! Next, I'm going to show you how to make a picture of me pop. So first thing again is I am opening it on VSCOcam, and I'm going to find a good filter. Now, the sky this day was not looking the best, so we're going to go with C1 on this one because I want it to have a little more color than it does, so yeah. The next thing we're gonna do again is go to the brightness, see if I wanna brighten it up. I think I do. Contrast, I think I do. What's the next thing? Sharpen. I'm gonna sharpen that to about 4 or 5, and I'm going to add saturation by 1. The next thing I'm gonna do is save this photo. It is like literally raining and monsooning right now. And then I'm gonna go back to Facetune, and this time I'm going to smooth out my legs just a little bit. I don't like to go overboard, but it just adds a nice softness to the photo, which I don't think anyone needs to do, but I like the way it looks. Gonna go ahead and push OK. And next I'm gonna go in again with the details, and this time I really want the Seahawks part to stand out. So I'm just gonna brush my fingers off of that, move it to my sunglasses, and maybe have my sunglasses pop out a little bit. And that to me looks pretty dang good. Another thing you can do on ViscoCam again is crop it on here, and I actually really like to use the cropping tool on here because I just think that it has more choices. So I always want to do an up and down crop, because on Instagram it actually favors the up and down pictures because they're bigger and people can see them more, and they're more likely to click like because they can see more of it. That's a true fact about the algorithm. Pro tip, do vertical when you can rather than horizontal. Either of these would be good. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the wider one just because I want to see some of the Griffith Observatory. So I'm gonna do that, and bam! There's your photo. All right, you guys, that is it for how I edit my Instagram pictures. I know there isn't much to it, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know, and subscribe to my channel for more weekly videos. And also, if you want to leave any suggestions for what you guys want to see next on my channel, let me know in the comments. I do read them, and I seriously do what you guys want, so let me know. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you so much. Bye! By the way, you guys, in case you missed my last video, I am giving away an Apple iPhone charging case for whatever phone you have. So in order to enter, just check out the details in the description box and be sure to enter. The winner will be announced on my Instagram, so follow my Instagram on November 5th.